Hey, what's up, guys? Lacouir here. I am doing this video today because I wanted to share something, or maybe you've had a question, or maybe you've looked at pictures of me and you wondered, where are Lacouir's eyebrows, right? So I wanted to respond to this because I was teaching the other day at the school, actually 5K, so preschool even, and or kindergarten. And the kids were looking at me and they were just staring. And then finally one kid goes, "Where are your eyebrows?" And I just kind of smiled because I'm kind of used to it, but it was interesting. I noticed that I didn't get that insecurity from not having my eyebrows or facial hair in that moment. So I was able to kind of joke about it, and it let me know that I was getting over some of my insecurities about not having eyebrows. So what it is and what's going on with me, it is an autoimmune dysfunction that called alopecia. Just like, alopecia can be as simple as male pattern baldness, or, you used to go bald as you get older and this sort of thing. But alopecia is a little different because it's where your hair follicles, or your immune function starts to attack your hair follicles and think that it's foreign to your body, and so it attacks your hair follicles and the hair doesn't grow, and sometimes it comes and it goes. And so I actually experienced it where I had alopecia totalis, or I experience it, where I have, I lose hair on my arms, my face, my legs, and this sort of thing, and all my facial hair, but then it grows back on and off. And as I've gotten older, I noticed that it comes back slower. So you notice I don't have eyebrows right now. I do have a little bit kind of growing back a little bit there. And so, but anyhow, I was watching a video of this cat. His name was Yuri, and he was talking about his struggle with alopecia and how he was hiding. And he actually did go to the extent and wearing the makeup as eyebrows. I tried it; it just didn't work for me. I felt like that was more noticeable for me. He was a white male, so he was, a little different, but still you can tell. And talked about his struggle with that. And so I had struggled with it maybe 5, 6, 7 years ago, probably the last 10 years. And so really feeling weird and embarrassed. And, people look at you like, "Oh my gosh, you sick? Do you have cancer?" And this sort of thing. And I realized that, it's like, no, I don't have cancer. But why I was shamed was, most of you know I'm a health practitioner. So I, a trainer, body work, massage, and a health coach, a wellness coach. So it was kind of embarrassing for me to say, "Hey, do this or XYZ, or maybe try these things." And, some people would give me the blank look like, "Well, this guy's got something going on with him that's unhealthy." But for me, I'm actually in really the best shape of my life right now and doing really well. But obviously, yeah, there's an autoimmune thing that's going on, and we have different ailments. But my thing is, I'm not hiding behind that. I don't want to, people, if you have questions, don't feel shame. You can ask me about it. I know it's, you don't want to be disrespectful or things like that. But really, it's just about, I don't have a mask. This is me. And some days you might see me another day and I might not have any of this beard. This is one of the thicker times of my beard has been in a while. But you'll see sometimes I'll have missing little spots on the beard, but right now it's just, in the head, I get little patches and that sort of thing. Obviously on the eyebrows is the most recent thing where they come and they go. Some days you'll see me with eyebrows. Maybe a year and a half, actually, I had eyebrows. And then they decided to leave again. So I have no control over it other than just eating as healthy as I can, getting enough rest as often as I can, which it is challenging for me at times to get rest because I like to do stuff and work at night, and tend to burn the candle at both ends sometimes. So, but sleep is super important, and I do realize that and recognize that. So, but my thing in doing this today is that sometimes we put on masks and we try to cover up what's really going on inside. And I have to always just think about, you know, some of the different verses and quotes are saying we are made strong in our weakness. So once I stepped out in front of it, I started realizing that I get my confidence started coming back, and I felt stronger, you know. So it was interesting. It's an energetic thing. It was a spiritual thing that I was suppressing myself by hiding, you know. Even though people can see it, it was still something. I wouldn't make eye contact for too long because people would notice that you know, I didn't have eyebrows and I didn't want to hear the question or what's going on with you. So just want to encourage y'all to, you know, the closer you get to your raw self, and the more you accept that, the more other people are going to accept that, and the more you can get to your higher self, and the more you can get to that higher spiritual self. So don't hide behind the masks. If you can come off and behind it, whether it's wearing too much makeup, whether it's wearing super baggy clothes because you're ashamed of your body, it's like that really doesn't really do anything. You know, really, it's people's judgment. They can have a judgment. They can have an opinion. Who cares, really? You know, it's about getting to your raw self and being who you want to be and representing how you want to represent yourself. But you can't do that if you don't come raw. So that's the word of the day for today, you guys. Any questions or comments? Again, appreciate the brother Yuri for, you know, going on and getting raw. And if any of you are struggling with chemo and that sort of thing and having to go through it where you actually are losing your facial hair and your hair on your head and everything from the radiation, or in the chemo, you know, my heart goes out to you, or more so the chemo, sorry. My heart goes out to you, and I can understand from a little perspective, but this here is surface thing for me, and I know that's a deeper thing that's life and death threatening. So just wanted to share that. Be raw, be honest, love yourself, and continue to just share love and reach that higher self. Love you guys. Many blessings to you all. Maybe one day we'll see you in the office or see you out and about. Stay strong and show love. Peace. Blessings.